Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my course. I am Rauf Yassin and we are learning user management using C# and SQL Server. This is the second part of our video tutorial course. If you are new, please watch previous video so that you can understand what we are going to build and what we are doing. In this video tutorial, I'll be discussing database design for our application. So we'll create our database and we'll create required tables, and we'll discuss which tables are required for, you can say, user management. Okay, so open up your SQL Server. So expand this one and right click on database, new database, and you can rename this database as users management. Okay, click OK, and this is our database user management and this is our tables. So right click on tables. The first table we are going to create is for storing roles information. So the roles which are required for our application will be storing in this table. So this table contains role ID as a type of integer, and then role, title and varchar 50, and you can say description and varchar 200, and created by as an varchar 50, and created date as enough date time. So we'll be storing our roles in this roles table. So the role of user is admin, operator, salesman, something like this. So I'll set role ID as primary key, and I'll also set this one as identity specification is equals to true. Okay, so I'll save this one as roles. Done. Refresh. You can see your roles table over here, and next table we will be creating is users. So we will store users over here, and we'll use role ID as a foreign key in this table. So our user one role can be assigned to many users. So understand, an organization can have multiple salesmen, an organization can have multiple accountants, so their roles can be assigned to this one. The only fields I'll be using for this table: username as an varchar 50, then password and varchar 50, and then role ID as an of type int as a foreign key, and then I'll be using is active, which is type of bit, so that we can activate or block users. And I'll be also using description and varchar 200, and then I'll be using created by and varchar 50, and then created date time. After this course, I'll be I'll create a new course for using SQL triggers, so that if you are following this course, so make sure we'll performing trigger operations in this database. So I'll use this database for that operation. So I'll setting primary key as an username, so that our application should have unique users. The user duplication will be not allowed, and we can't set this identity specification because the data type for this username column is nvarchar, and nvarchar cannot be identity. The only integer fields are identity means auto incremented fields. Okay, so I'll save this one as users. Okay, the next thing I'll be setting up, if you refresh table, you can look at that our roles table has role ID as an primary key. Look at this, PK, and we'll be setting this role ID as a foreign key in the users table. So I'll expand this one, and currently we have only one key, which is the primary key, that is the username. We'll be setting a new foreign key for role ID. So table and column specification, click on this one, and we'll be setting primary key table as role, and we'll select role ID, and we'll setting foreign key table as users, and then we'll selecting role ID. So role ID from roles table is the primary key, which is now foreign key in the users table as role ID. Click OK and Control S, click on close this one, save this one, and refresh these keys. Understand, now we have another foreign key which is the user roles, and if you expand this one and refresh this one, so you can see that this is the role ID is the foreign key in users table. The only table we required for this application currently at this stage are important table, which are, you can say, users and role, but we do require a third table called user privileges. So we'll add more columns in this table when our application is completed, and we can understand the functionalities available in our application so that we can restrict users. But I am creating this table as privilege ID int, and then user name and voucher 50 as a foreign key, and then we'll be creating columns for each functionality which is available in our application, but we'll do this one later. So I'll set this as primary key, and I'll set this as identity specification is true, because this is the integer field, and I am setting this as auto increment. Don't do this one, and click on this one, user privileges. Okay, so refresh table and also set foreign key, new foreign key, and we'll specify this username as a foreign key. So again, table and column specification, we'll select users this time, and we'll select username as the primary key, and we'll set foreign key in the user privileges table. So one user have many privileges. Okay, so save. This is all about our database design. In the next video, we'll be creating our desktop application, and we'll do connection string in the next video. Okay, so take care of yourself. If you like this video, please share, and we'll meet again in the next video. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.